Welcome to the Easy Woodworking Project for today. Hi, my name is Mike. What we have today is a planter, this little planter here. We're going to show you guys how to make that thing today. I did find a little bit of flowers to stick in it, so you kind of see what it looks like. But it'd be a really nice gift to give to somebody, and or sell, or put them out to sell. So we're going to show you guys how to do it. First of all, we're going to do on a table saw. The first thing to do, I got a blank piece of board right here, and we're going to show you how to cut these little grooves here. Real simple, so you can do them yourself. Okay, just on the table saw. All right, let's get started. Okay, first thing we're going to do, like I said, we're going to start out with this blank piece of wood right here. All right, and so the piece of wood itself, this one here is 5 inches wide. So you need your board 5 inches wide, okay? So make sure it's 5 inches. Now you can have as long as you want. This is 14 inches long. You can have it 12 inches long. You can have 8, 9, whatever you like to have it. So, but we have to have it 5 inches wide. What I liked is I like this little ruler right here. It's an easy read ruler, and what makes it really nice is that you always end up getting right on the number every time. So if you're using this here, a ruler like this is a lot different than using a ruler like this, because the end of that ruler moves in and out. Okay, so if you get your measurements off, it's because you might measure one time like this, and then it might be one time you measure with this piece out on the end of that ruler right here, back and forth. So that kind of messes up. I mean, that throws you clear out at like 1/8 of an inch off if you don't pull out on this tab, or on this end tab on a ruler, and then do the measurement to get a precise measurement. So I like these. It's the easy read ones, and then that way I know for a fact that where I put it at, it's going to come right up and tell me exactly, like the 7/8, or it'll come up and say like maybe 3/16. So what we're going to do is move this over, and first thing we're going to do is bring our blade up 3/16 of an inch, and that's what we're going to use this for. So get my glasses on here. So I cut my depth to 3/16 of an inch. Okay, and then I lock it in. So my blade is 3/16 of an inch high. Okay, of course I had to take my knife off because the way we cut it, the knife would hold it up, and then I'll end up sticking it back on there. Now this is a zero clearance. This piece here is. So that helps out a lot too, especially when you're cutting real small pieces. So, but one of these rulers, like I said, these rulers come in really handy. So if you're going to do a lot of cutting on a saw, that's which one. Okay, so we got 3/16 of an inch there, and then now what I want to do is come in to 2.5 inches. Now when I measure 2.5 inches, I want it right on in the middle of the blade. Depends on what size blade you got. Mine's a little bit wider than the other blades are. This is a little heavier blade. So this is an 1/8 inch blade, and some of them's a little bit smaller. I forget, I think it's like 0.12 or something like that. But we just go with these numbers. So I'll measure out 2.5 inches in the center of the blade. Okay, and we'll get it locked down. Okay, I got 2.5. I'll do my first cut on 2.5. See, there's your groove for your 2.5. Okay, I'll let that stop, and then our next measurement is going to be, there you go. Next measurement is going to be 1 1/4. Okay, right in the middle, the quarter. The 1 1/4 has to be in the middle of that blade. Okay, not on either end, just right in the middle of it. I'll go ahead and cut this one. Turn it around. Okay, there you go. You got your nice little, looks like little boards run across here. And what it does, each one of those comes out to 1 inch. Each one comes out to 1.25 inches. and the center. So these two would be inch and a quarter, and then inch and a quarter in the center, inch and a quarter in the center, inch and a quarter center. So they kind of look like all three little boards. Okay. So, but your first one, like I said, your first one when you cut it 2.5 inches out of a 5-inch board, and then come in inch and a quarter, come in inch and a quarter. Just cut it one side, turn around, just like I showed you on saw. Real simple, and you can do this with some other projects too. So it's just a little tip, something you guys can learn how to do. Okay, here we go. Now let's go ahead and get this thing started, and we're going to give you measurements on this, which you probably know most of it now. So I'll get this board put somewhere else so I don't end up using it. So we have on this one here is 14 inches long by 5 inches. So all the lumber, all the wood in this thing's going to be cut up to 5 inches. They're just this is just cedar boards, the fence boards. And then the two small ones, these ones here, these are 5 inches. So they're still 5 inches by 5 inches. Okay. So that's what they kind of come out to, 5 inches by 5 inches. Okay, we're going to, like I said, this in here, I'm going to put this one off to the side over here. So let's go ahead and put this thing together. Now we're going to start with, of course, the sides here. Put the marking out. It's going to have to line up. You want it to line up like this, okay? So let's put a little glue. Now I'm using 1-inch brad nails on this, just to kind of keep from using so many. The staples kind of leave a big mark, so we're just going to use this here with a 1-inch brad. I always like setting them up something like this. Put something in the bottom of it there. Okay, let's do this next side. Alright, put this one up here, line it up. Line this side. Okay, so here's what we got. So we do want to make sure it's kind of square. All I have to do is get the bottom put on. So let's do it. Now what you can do with the bottom is, if you're not for sure exactly what size, you can do this. You take your bottom, cut it 5 inches, just get it lined up there. There we go. Okay, and then take a pencil and just mark it. Okay, and we just go cut that, and I'll give you a measurement, but anyways. Okay, we got our board cut. Put us a little glue in here or there. See if we can get it to go down through. There you go. Yeah. All right. Alright, staple this next side. Then we're going to go ahead and start on them legs. like I said, I always like to leave mine a little spacey underneath here, so there's a good chance of water. Even though if I drill holes, you got to give it a little bit more room, because that water has to drain through there. Okay, so we got this much built. Now what I did on this one was a little bit different. I don't know if I really liked the big legs, and then with these ones here, it's going to be smaller. We're going to put on there, but I can give you the measurements. Let me give you measurements off of this one first. One side is 1 3/4 inches, and then this piece here was 1 1/4 inches. Yeah, so this was 1 1/4 inches. So you take 1 1/4 inches and then 1 3/4 inches, and then you get makes it kind of look like there's two legs the exact same size. So I put the 2 little cut pieces back in here on the side, and then I put the bigger ones here. So 1 1/4 inches by no 1 1/4 inches on the sides, 1 3/4 inches right here. Okay, now they are 6 inches long, so that allow you to have about a 1-inch leg on the bottom of it. But you know, when you put these together, you're always going to get some kind of little wobble on these, so you might have to adjust that by sanding those legs off a little bit. Just kind of put them on a sander or a palm sander, or whatever kind of sander you have. Just kind of sand the bottom off. Okay, so let me get this thing out of the road, and then we're going to do now. Like I said, I did this one a little bit different, and I started out with these, and I thought these legs kind of look a little bit. Let me see, now it's backwards there, so it kind of looks a little bit different, but you can see the size on the two. Okay, so what we did with this one, we did a 1 1/4 inches, and then I cut a 3/4 of an inch off. So I took a board up, I cut 3/4 of an inch off first, and then I cut 1 1/4 inches, and that's how I got these legs. So I mean, you can make it either, you can make them bigger if you want. You can actually make this higher. It'd be really nice just to go ahead and do a little bit extra to it, and kind of make your own. You know, just take the copy of what I'm giving you, and you know, make it to your likings. You can make it taller. You can use taller legs. That's a really great thing if you like to make nice tall legs. I'm going 6 inches long on these ones, so you can go 7, 6.5, or whatever you like. So okay, I do like the full face of the board, not the cut piece, out on the sides, so you can see it. So we'll put some glue in here. I'll line it up right there. Now the other ones I'll have to put a couple of these together. Oh, it's moving on me. Come on. There's one. Let's get another one here. There we go. And get one more here. Oop, is that 3/4? That's a large one. Yep. Put it this way. Okay. Let's go and get these on here. Make sure I put them on right. Nope, I'll put it on backwards there. Okay, one more. Probably get it put on backwards this one. I'm pretty good at that. Alright, there you go. Now, this box is 14 inches long by 5 inches wide, 5 inches high. Okay, that's this one. This box here is 12 inches wide and 6 inches. Let's see, about 12 by 6. I think I got this. Yeah. Okay, that's it for the box. But like I said, if you really want to go ahead and change it, I do like the way it has the bigger legs here or shorter legs here, so you get that kind of choice of whatever way you want to build it. And then this, like I said, this is 12 inches, this is 14 inches. So that's what your measurements in. If you want the measurements off the bottom here, I just put them inside, but you just pull the inside. It'd be 12 and 7/8 on the bottom by 5 inches on this one. Let me go ahead and take this out. This one is, if you're going to build a 12-inch one, this is 10 and 7/8 by 5 inches. So, you know, it depends on which one you want to make. If you like to make them a little bit bigger or longer or something like that, it's a lot of fun. And then, like I said, you can put your flowers down inside, just fill them up. Just make sure you get some drain holes on the bottom of it. I always like leaving a little bit of gaps in them. Of course, I'll have to staple this a little bit more. We'll get it painted up, probably put some paint on it. So, but it's all made out of cedar, out of those fence boards, so they're pretty cheap. It didn't even take, I think it maybe took one to build this whole thing here. So it's really inexpensive. But a nice little gift to give to someone. The holidays and stuff is, you know, everybody's needs a little cheering up once in a while, and it doesn't hurt to be nice to your neighbors and your family members, and maybe families get together and do this. Is a really great project. So okay, if you guys have any comments, just leave them down below, and if you like the video, please, you haven't subscribed, please do, and leave a thumbs up. That really helps me. I've been doing pretty decent on thumbs up, and I really appreciate that for you guys. All nice comments and everything we get. So okay, you guys have a great day, and thanks for watching.